This is Rogers TV.
Welcome to Uxbridge Scugog Life. I'm your host, Jackie Hermans. So the malls are getting busy and we're preparing for the holidays. Try your best to stay positive. It will all get done. I just put up my holiday tree, I'll say, and only the bottom lights are up. It's kind of a Charlie Brown tree right now. But you know what? I'm going to be staying positive because it's all going to get done, and it will for you too. It's going to be a great show. We have Mark Birdie from Scugog Fire. We have the general manager from the Port Perry Lumberjacks on the show. And we have Tracy on the show talking about the Bakersville Animated Gingerbread Village. Keep on watching. We'll be back with more on Uxbridge Scugog Life.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Hello, I'm Liz Dowdsville, Lieutenant Governor of Ontario. In 2008, carbon monoxide, a deadly invisible gas, killed an entire family in our province. That tragedy led to a new law requiring homes with potential CO sources to have alarms. John Gignac's family members passed away that day, and he shares his story to save others.
Please make sure you have working CO alarms in your home. Protect your family today.
October 5th, 2014, my daughter was hit by a train. She was walking along the sides of the tracks, and it shattered her world.
Welcome back to Uxbridge Scugog Life. I have Tom Parrish, who is the general manager of the Port Perry. Now, it used to be Mojacks a couple of years ago, but now the Port Perry Lumberjacks.
Yeah.
By the way, I love the name, and I understand. Who's your sponsor?
Lake Scugog Lumber. They're our corporate sponsor. They came in 2 years ago. They've been amazing. It's a local community, almost 100 years in Port Perry, so we're thrilled to have them with us.
That is amazing. And I think it's such an appropriate name now of the team. I think it's super fun. Have you ever got the team to carry a big tree onto the ice just in...
I think the township might have an issue with the bark or whatever coming on there.
Right, it might affect the ice.
But we're definitely...
I think you should consider it.
We're trying new things, bringing in a mascot. We've got we had to design a new logo with the new name and everything, so we're working on it. We're going to keep doing our goal song is a chainsaw. We're working on it. We're trying to utilize that name.
That's awesome. I love it. So you've had some exciting things going on. You just had the Cram the Cruiser event. So food for the local
food drive.
Drive. So that's amazing. And you have something else that's coming up.
Yes.
So it's called Pink in the Rink.
Yes.
Can you give me a little bit of a summary about what that event is?
Yeah, so we had a local sponsor, Golf Town Brooklyn, step up and donate funds so we could get our players to wear pink jerseys in support of cancer. It's all the proceeds will go to the Canadian Cancer Society, nothing to the team. The players will sell raffle tickets for a draw with sports memorabilia and gift cards, et cetera, et cetera. And all the funds will go to the Canadian Cancer Society, and last year we did the same thing, and we were able to raise $10,200. So
that's incredible.
We're hoping to do better this year.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so in order to make a donation, they can come, they can buy raffle tickets. If they can't make the event, is there another alternative in order for the, individuals to still donate?
Oh, if someone wanted to do that, you know, my email and everything's on our website. We would definitely be willing to take that and communicate. So the tickets are just basically we do a draw the day of the game, and then we make a list and we contact all the winners. But there's no reason why we couldn't easily, in today's technology, there's no reason why we couldn't help somebody out if they wanted. They couldn't make it through the website or through my email.
Okay, that's amazing. So let's talk about your current season. Give me an idea of like how you've been doing so far and what you expect for 2024.
We're very young. We got a lot of really good young players. We actually have a lot of, we have more local players than we've ever had. We started well, we're doing well. We're 10-9-1 right now. We've been playing really well the last 6 weeks or so. So I'm hoping that carries on, but I'm happy with how it's doing and how they hope to see some more fans come back and go from there. Hopefully a good playoff run.
Oh, that's amazing. Any players that people should really watch out for? Maybe some of the new players on your team that you're like, wow.
Well, I mean, you really put me on the spot here.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I don't want
to look out for, just to educate the community, because they might not be used to seeing a certain number on the ice. And so tell us a little bit about them.
We've got two homegrowns, Parker LeMay and Johannes Kalm, right on our top line at play. They're right up there leading our team in scoring. They're both Port Perry kids, so couldn't be prouder of them.
Oh, that's really good. And one of your most recent games, anything from that you're just so proud of what you saw? And
work ethic. They work really hard. We have a great coach, a great coaching staff. The players buy in, they work hard, they compete every single game, and that's all I can really ask for.
Okay.
The results will come when you work hard.
How has what's the right word? You can tell I don't have the proper, let's say, hockey terminology. But how has it been with the name is totally with penalties? How many penalties have you guys been getting?
That was a problem for us at the beginning of the season. Too many penalties, too many shorthanded chances, and we've tightened that up the last month or so. And there was a point in the season we were leading the league in penalty minutes, and now we've drastically cut that down. So that's probably part of the reason why we're playing better. We're winning more.
Nice. So it sounds like your players are getting more grounded as opposed to needing to use too much aggression in order to win, right?
Yeah, and a new coach and new systems, and they're learning, right? And they work hard, they buy in, they respect the coaching staff, and they listen well.
Okay. So for people out there maybe like me, what would be the difference between your league and the OHL?
It's a couple levels lower. Our league is geared to, we have 16 to 21 year olds. Our league is geared for a little bit lighter of a schedule, so kids can go to school full time, they can work full time, but still have that outlet of high level competitive hockey.
Okay, nice. So if people are looking for a fun night out, for a high-level competitive hockey game to watch, as well as to make a difference. So I just want to go back to the Pink on the Rink. That is happening on December the 10th.
2:25 p.m. in the afternoon.
Okay.
Our home games are always at 2:25 at Scugog Memorial Arena, or Scugog Recreation Center. I'm going to butcher that one. But
oh, that's okay. People can find out.
Yeah, that's where we play, 2:25 Sunday afternoons. Those are our home days.
Okay, so great level of hockey. Come out with the family, check it out.
That's right. Still home for dinner with the family.
Awesome. Well, thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your
pleasure.
passion for hockey. It was great to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
So we'll be back with more on Uxbridge Scugog Life.
You know, there's a lot more to the Oshawa Public Libraries than the 500,000 books and materials on for loan. I'll show you. This is the makerspace. This is where we build and create using new technologies. Another new offering is lynda.com, helping you unleash your personal and professional potential.
Welcome to Online Marketing Fundamentals.
And of course, we've got lots of fun for the kids. See, we really are far more than you expect. See you soon.
Welcome back to Uxbridge Scugog Life. I am with Fire Chief Mark Burney of Scugog Fire, and we are talking about the 12 days of, is it holiday safety?
Yes.
So that officially starts December the 12th.
It does.
And we're going to start getting people ramped up to think about those safety elements over the holidays.
Yeah, there's so much that goes on over the holiday season. We can't forget about safety. So as fire chiefs across the province, we came up with the 12 days of holiday safety to help you continue to think about safety, and whether the safety starts with the lights that we're adorning our house with, our trees, right through to cooking safety, to our traditional smoke alarms and CO alarms. It's all about safety.
Okay, so one thing right off the bat that I want to mention, because I did not even think that this would be a concern for me. So over the holidays, when people are having guests over, they might even have a nice fire going on, right? A fire in their fireplace. Not everyone has a gas fire. Some have those wood-burning fireplaces.
Yes.
So that's what I have. And I have that going on during my yoga classes in the evening. Well, this one evening, I had a beautiful fire, and I always keep it going to heat my house for the rest of the evening.
Sure.
Well, at 5:30 in the morning, my smoke alarm started to go off. I was smelling smoke right outside my bedroom door, went down to the basement to where my fireplace is, and a log had fallen off. I have the screen, but some little pieces broke off and went underneath the screen and were like sizzling.
Yeah.
Nothing was on fire, but it really scared me. My kids didn't even wake up from the fire alarm either. And so that whole experience was like, oh my goodness, thank goodness for the fire alarms. Right?
And that you heard it.
And that I heard it because I'm hearing impaired and I sleep on my good ear. So that also got me thinking, well, maybe I should invest in a fire alarm that also has lights for the hearing impaired, right?
Yes.
I feel like I need something like that because it was so faint. I almost did not hear it.
Something the new building code does put strobe light smoke alarms in every bedroom of your home, as well as throughout the house. So, to put it in your home today, that would be a fantastic idea, especially in the kids' bedrooms. That would perhaps help wake them up, right?
Yes. Yeah, they sleep so soundly.
Yes.
One of them, I could vacuum in her room and she would still be sleeping throughout. So, okay. So I wanted to bring that up because before going to bed, I think it's also great to get used to separating the wood after, or do you have another recommendation?
Well, I think the biggest thing I can recommend to you is you have safety features, and by the sounds of it, you use the safety features that are available to you.
Yeah.
Make sure that they are appropriate, they're in good working condition, and that when you put them in place for the evening, because you're going to now leave that fire in the fireplace unattended, that you are comfortable and confident that they are going to work for you. They're no different than checking any other safety feature that we have around the house. Check to ensure that the grills and the other mechanisms that create an open flame fire or give you that open flame fire comfort are safe for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So let's talk about other holiday safety elements.
Sure.
We've spoken about candles in the past, and I've had a candle incident before. If you can buy candle holders or even essential oil holders that you have a tea light with that are not necessarily safety proof, fireproof. Like there's.
You want to know something? Open flame candles, they can be safe, but the best candle, in my opinion, is the battery candle.
Yeah.
But something, it's very traditional for us to enjoy a soft, fragrant candle at Christmas time. What we have to do to make that safe is to ensure that the combustibles around it, let's say the curtains in our room, when they're blowing in the air, they can't touch the flame of the candle. How do we do that? A nice safe pot over the candle or glass vase
that goes up beyond where the
Exactly.
flame is,
And,
right?
And then don't forget your critters. Cats love a flickering candle. So you want a candle holder that will prohibit a critter from accidentally tipping that candle over and perhaps causing a fire.
Right. Oh, when you think about dogs wagging their tails, if you
Yes.
have a candle on a coffee table and it's just, that dog is just having fun doing its thing, it could not only put the candle out, which is fine, but it could knock it over.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
exactly.
All right. So, you know, we only have a minute left.
Okay.
If what are some of those last tips that you want to say, you want people to really think about over the holidays to stay safe?
Yep. So two things. When we're putting our lights up, you know, extension cords are meant for temporary wiring. Okay, they're not permanent wiring. But if you use an extension cord, make sure you check it as well as the lighting, the cords in the Christmas lighting, so that they're not frayed and they're showing bare wires. They're in good working condition and inherently safe. The other thing is, where do most residential fires start? In the kitchen. Okay,
right.
We're going to do a lot of cooking and a lot of baking over the holiday season. You know, thinking about cooking safety while we're enjoying that type of cooking in this type of the year is very, very important. Don't leave cooking on the stove unattended. If you have to, shut it off and then return to it, turn it back on and continue with your cooking. So cooking safety and electrical safety, those are two key elements that I think if you put a focus on, it will make for a safer holiday season.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Mark.
You're very welcome.
As always, it's so amazing to have you on the show.
Thank you.
So you keep you and your family safe over the holidays. We'll be back with more on Uxbridge Scugog Life.
I still remember the games. The laughter, the footsteps through the hallway. I'll never forget the challenges.
Every day I come back from work, it's always like this. We're yelling in front of the kids.
I'll never forget the help we needed. How far we've come.
Our family used to be so fun. Now my brother takes care of me. I miss Mom and Dad being around more. Mom says things are going to get better.
Welcome back to Uxbridge Scugog Life. I have Tracy Pastick in the house. Whoop, whoop. So Tracy is a resident of Scugog, and you have been involved with Bakersville.
Yes.
Which is, we're going to talk about Bakersville, but it's an animated gingerbread.
It's a village.
It's a village. It is, and it takes a village to put this village together, doesn't it?
Exactly, exactly.
So it's not just any display with various gingerbread type of elements. You have lights, you have movement. It's a beautiful thing that comes together.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, so how long have you been involved with this?
Gosh, 2009, I think. My son came home from school and he said, "Mom, I want to do a gingerbread house for the village." I knew nothing about it. I said, okay.
Okay, let's do this.
And he decided to do the church in town, and it was huge.
Oh, that's amazing.
He took pictures, he drew it out, he put it together, and then we put it together, and then he said, "Okay, Mom, you can decorate it now."
Oh, wow, thanks.
And then we carried it into the village.
Oh,
we did.
Yeah,
we
that's
carried it
your
into the
thing.
village, and it was huge. And then I was just hooked at that point.
Okay, so does everyone choose a different element of Scugog to put in this village?
We never know what's coming in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we are taking gingerbread houses now, and then it opens on Saturday. So yesterday, one of the local businesses put one in, and they did their outside of their business.
Oh,
it was
amazing.
Lovely. Yeah, and people do their own houses. Sometimes they do something that happens in society. Last year we had Tower Bridge because of the Queen. And,
amazing.
Her passing. So we thought that was kind of cool.
Do you have to keep an eye on people and say, "Please don't eat the village"? Is that ever an issue?
Sometimes. We have little signs, and then we realized the children couldn't read them, so we had to put hands up with lines through them.
I can see them, like, ooh, or even seniors, like that.
1 year,
That looks
little story.
delicious.
We had a little sea, and my husband came in. He said, "Oh, you need something in the sea. I'm going to go out and get those little gummy whales." So he got about 20 gummy whales, and we put them in the sea. And by the end, they were all gone.
Oh, you're like, okay, people were munching.
Yep.
Good.
I don't encourage it.
No. So you are still going to have the signs there.
Yes.
Or line through.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so it is, as we are taping this, it is going on from December the 6th?
The 7th.
The 7th.
The 2nd, not 7th.
Okay, and that's a Saturday.
Saturday.
So Saturday, December 2nd, and it goes for the whole entire month?
The whole entire month until January 3rd.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
And is there an admission fee?
Nope.
You can just come in
It's
and
absolutely free. It's free. See, what happens is people in the community make these houses. It's completely free.
Yeah.
We don't limit how many they can bring in.
Okay.
We had the high school business teacher who brought in 12.
Oh, wow. Are you ever lacking space? You're like,
Yes.
where do we put these?
1 year we had 102.
Add extra levels.
1 year we had 102, and we started to panic, and we thought we need to build a subdivision, but we find spaces. We do. But anyway, we're building it this week.
Yes.
People are bringing them in. We have no idea what we're getting.
Yeah.
And then we assemble them, and by Friday, 6 o'clock, when the library closes, it should be ready for opening on Saturday.
Wow. Okay, so when you get all of the different elements, is there a team of you that start to vision, okay, how is this village going to look like this year?
Yes.
What additional elements do we need to go out and get to make this all cohesive?
That's exactly right. That's exactly what
Okay.
happens. Some of us get an idea. We see a certain house and we think, oh, I can build a story around that. And that's what we do. We build a little story. We have a snow hill, and we have snowboarders that come up and down the snow hill, one of the animations. And
Very
it's really
cool.
cool. And so we usually build more snow around it. We put little skiers, and we try to make a little village with the little houses we get in.
Okay, so much creativity there.
Yes. And we have a train in the middle, and we can't put any snow around the train because otherwise the train inhales it. So we try to find something special that goes in the middle that looks great on its own. And we found that this year. Every year we never know what's going to go in the middle, and every year we worry and we think, oh, I hope something comes in that we can tell a story with, and we did this year as well.
Yay.
It's so exciting.
Are you keeping that a surprise?
Oh, yes.
So we need to come to see
There
what's
are
going
a
to be in
lot-
the middle of the train.
There are a lot of surprises. And it's funny, sometimes there's a theme. Like, we've had a lot of Barbie houses this year.
Oh, wow.
The Barbie movie, a lot of pink.
Well, oh, okay. I like that. That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. And up until, so people know for future years too, is there a particular date that you accept things until, or you accept applications so you know that they're coming in?
We have no idea what's coming in. We don't have applications because we don't want to deter people.
Okay.
And there's no admission fee, there's no entry fee to enter either.
Okay.
So we usually do it the last week of November. Depending on when it's opening, they have 4 days, Monday to Thursday, to bring them in, and then we open that following Saturday.
Okay.
So that gives us Thursday evening until 9 o'clock until they come in, and then Friday is our push day that we have to make it look beautiful.
Make it all work.
Yeah, and sometimes
like little
we think,
elves.
Your little elves,
Little
exactly.
elves, putting it all together.
Exactly.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so the hours of the Scugog Library is all you need to stay within in order to see the village.
Exactly. The library website is easy to find. I can't quote it right now, but it's very easy to find.
Oh, you can Google it easily.
Yes.
So the
I think it's
Scugog
ScugogLibrary.ca, I'm pretty sure, but don't quote me on that.
Okay.
But anyway, their hours are usually, it's the same as the Uxbridge Library. It's 10 to 6 every day, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 10 to 9.
Okay.
Saturdays, 10 till 5, and Sundays, 1 till 5.
Beautiful.
But closed on the 24th, 25th, 26th of December, but always
Of
check
course.
before you come.
All right, beautiful. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh,
Great
wow,
to
we're
see
making
you.
this official.
I know.
All right, so we'll be back with more on Uxbridge Scugog Life.
Think it's okay to drive high? Think again. Drug-impaired driving is as illegal as drunk driving, and in Ontario, the penalties are the same. If police suspect you're driving under the influence of drugs of any kind, or a combination of drugs and alcohol, and you fail a roadside test, your license will be suspended immediately for up to 30 days. You'll pay a penalty of $198. And you can be charged with a criminal offense of impaired driving, the same as alcohol. Driving high is never okay.
Are you the type who would keep going or stop? It's not easy to stop when you have an addiction. Legalizing cannabis won't stop addiction. It trivializes its consumption. Let's be vigilant. If you need help, visit portage.ca.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Welcome back to Uxbridge Scugog Life. So at the end of the show, I'd like to pull either one or more cards to provide some inspirational messages, just to assist us with the energy for the week. Trust that whatever day you are watching this show, this is the message to help you. Anything that doesn't resonate for you, just let it go. All right, so this time I'm pulling from my Oracle of Unicorns deck. Okay, here we go. The card is discernment. So I'm just going to put that up to the camera there. Discernment. The message on the card is all is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret. Okay, so this meaning will be a little bit different for everybody out there. Trust that inner knowing. Right now, your intuition is going to be really high. So it's as if you're reading between the lines intuitively with what you are experiencing. So it depends on what's showing up in your life, what people are saying or aren't saying. Trust that inner intuition. You might be in the place of you're needing to make some choices, you're exploring some different options, but it's not the right timing to share that with other people. Allow yourself to have that internal processing happening, and things will be clear for you very shortly. And when you're ready to share the information with, let's say, others, then it will be appropriate timing then, but not yet. So allow yourself to have that pause. Now, if you're interested in a one-on-one session with me, I channel messages, I connect in with your higher self, with your angels and guides, and I also channel energy healing. So I've been trained with Reiki, I've also been trained with quantum energy healing. So if you're interested in doing something like that, I'm feeling the energy coming through, you can check out my website, thejoyfulyogini.ca. You can also connect with me on any of my social media platforms. So connect with me on my Instagram channel, the.joyful.yogini. I also have my yoga classes, so you can connect with me for the new year if you're interested in a Thursday night yoga class by the fire. It's 7:45 p.m. So thank you so much. I hope you have wonderful holidays. From my light to yours, everybody. Namaste, and we'll see you next week.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
My name is Chase Nicholas. I am a Mi'kmaq hockey player. Growing up, I always remember my family talking about the Mi'kmaq as the creators of the game of hockey. In grade 7, I did research on Mi'kmaq hockey sticks as the first sticks of the NHL. I found a Mi'kmaq hockey stick made in 1917, the same year the NHL was formed. I was surprised to find out the very stick I was holding was made by my great-great-grandfather, Alexander Cope. In 1934, an elder known as Old Joe Cope wrote a letter to the Halifax Herald claiming the Mi'kmaq created hockey. I found out later that I am a direct descendant of Old Joe Cope. There was a time when Mi'kmaq children were torn from